We are for real on Black Friday, live in Studio B alongside Jerem Jordan. I am Spencer Linton. It is our pleasure now to welcome in one of the greats to ever coach BYU basketball. Good friend Steve Cleveland is here in Studio B. Coach, Steve? Great to see you.
It is very, very good to be here.
I wish we were Black Friday shopping together. I actually don't wish that. I'm glad that we are right here having this conversation.
That is, I mean, a lot of my family are doing that, but I don't want any part of that.
Okay, great opportunity to watch BYU play yesterday on Thanksgiving, and they've got a game tonight against Dayton. At this point of the season, Coach, what do you make of the current construct of BYU basketball?
Just great chemistry. I mean, we know how good AJ is. We know, you go through the whole lineup, and this is a very talented team. But the thing that is impressive to me is the cohesiveness, the togetherness, there's just a connection here that I haven't ever seen. And listen, Coach Rose coached some amazing teams, and we had some good clubs and everything. But I've just been so impressed with Coach and how this group's come together, and the continuity. They're just such chemistry that you don't always get even with great teams. Sometimes you don't get it. This team has great chemistry, and when you have that, and then you have talent, great coaching, you're going to have special things are going to happen. So it's been fun to watch this team play.
Kennard Davis was back after a two-game suspension, and he was spectacular. 18 points.
He was the best player on the floor. I mean, he was the best player on the floor. I was shocked, to be honest with you. I'm not in the know like you are in terms of how that all played out, but I thought, oh my gosh, he's killing it. And it had a lot to do with them winning and winning big.
How about Keba Keita, by the way, defensively? 6 blocks in the second half, 7 total.
He is like a pogo stick on steroids. I mean, his lift is incredible. And you know what? He's such a I've gotten to know him, and just a kind human being, so competitive. And I think the guys all just love him. I mean, just what he does for the team.
Spence, he reminded me of one Steve Cleveland at UC Irvine back in the day. The lift.
I don't know if Keba has the Burt that Coach Cleve had at Irvine, but
yes.
I mean, that's a conversation
Similar
maybe for another day.
I think I had a couple of dunks in games. And they were always two-hand.
Always.
I couldn't get the one hand and get it done.
I love it. The high flyer, Steve Cleveland, is on BYU Sports Nation.
Have you ever been called a high flyer in your life?
Never.
Let's go!
We've never made that mistake.
From your unique coaching standpoint, because you've done it before, and I have people ask me this all the time, what is it about Kevin Young that makes his guys want to go to BYU and play for him? So, because you view him through a coach's lens of sorts, what is it that makes him such an attractive destination and coach for these high-level players?
Well, obviously, being in the league and coaching in the league, I have a good friend, Vance Wahlberg, who was a great high school coach, college coach. He's at Fresno State now. He and Kevin were together back in Philadelphia for a while, and I got to know them in that indirect way. But when you've been in the league, number one, that's real important to guys, because everybody that you're coaching wants to be in the league, and they want to get there. And he can say, hey, I can help you get there. What better recruiting tool? You know, I mean, it's Kevin's had so many different experiences, and there's so much respect. Anytime you watch that huddle, and when he's doing his thing in timeouts and dead ball situations, those guys are just attentive. There's no looking around. It's like, hey, I want to be here because I got a chance to go somewhere else and make a name for myself, or be in a position where I get to play in the league. And what greater salesman can you have than Kevin Young to help guys get to the league and get to the next level? And that makes him special. And besides just being a great human being, great family.
It's awesome. We brought you in also to talk about your book because we've really enjoyed reading it. Touch All the Lines, Lessons in Basketball, Faith, and Life. What was it like to write a book and get all the stories out in text?
You know what? I had a good friend, Jeff Allen, that I got to know when we moved here, and we'd have breakfast together. I knew his dad. His dad was over the missionary department for like 40 years, and so there was a connection there. We started having breakfasts weekly, and then one day he just turned to me and he says, Cleve, you need to put these stories together. And I said, dude, we're not doing that. That's silly, And he just said, no, you got to do this. And I'm a couple of wonderful ladies that helped me with the process, and it was fun. It was really fun. And I don't take myself too seriously. And if you read the book, you'll know that I made my share of mistakes and did dumb things. But
I think that's what people like about it, Coach.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've had just some wonderful people. The fact that I'm going to go the next couple of weeks just to visit some groups and organizations and speak about this book. In fact, I was with Travis Hansen's dad and the other day, and he got a couple books, and we were just chatting, and he said, you know what I love about this book is your vulnerability and your ability to kind of convey what your strengths were and what your weaknesses were. And I said, I didn't go in thinking that, but that's how it turned out. And like, we're all kind of just normal. And I think we don't take ourselves too seriously. Life's a lot better.
Love that. You realize what you've done to Travis Hansen's ego, though, by asking him to write the foreword, right?
I'm telling you. I will tell you this. It brought me to tears.
Oh, amazing.
I mean, he came over, and I spent a little bit of time with him while I come on campus and stuff, but he wrote that, and I went to Kip, and we were in the house, and I just said, you got to read this. I said, I'm not this good, but there's a deep bond and love from player and coach, and I will forever be grateful for Trav.
Check it out. It's a great book.
Thanks.
I think Cougar fans are going to love it.